Alright, we have a little bit of bonus footage here. I wasn't going to come back and shoot video of this house because it's all boarded up. But what the heck. I got nothing better to do today, so may as well. Now, you're going to want to do a tick check. Make sure you don't have ticks on your legs if you walk through the grass to get here. You can see fresh plywood on the back. There is an addition built onto the back, and there is power. There's lights on inside. So, I don't know if this was used as a seasonal home or it was lived in. I'm thinking it was probably seasonal, but regardless, the developer came by and said, give you a bunch of money for it. $1872. This house is over 100 years old. It's a shame that it's going to be torn down. You can see the glass is not broken. That will change as people watch the video, because people are just shits. Right? Someone will eventually break in, unfortunately. There'd be a lot of quiet sunsets out here. As a vehicle or two comes by. But otherwise it would be a quiet evening. There's the interior. Well, hello my friends, it is Talking Walls Photography with a brand new adventure for you. I thought today we would start from the basement and work our way up. We have some antique chairs. I wonder if the power's on. The power does not seem to be on. So I'm going to give you a bit of history on this house. And I imagine you can probably figure out where it is by doing a bit of sleuthing on your own. But you know what? The house's days are numbered. So you might as well get to enjoy it while you can. And when you do post it, be sure to give me a thanks for telling you where it is. Nah, just kidding. No one does that. No one ever credits where they get places from anymore. So, this house, along with the house across the street from it, is going to be apparently torn down to make way for a new battery plant. There's your first clue. An electric vehicle battery plant. I wonder where that could be. I wonder what town that could be in Ontario. The road is closed off. I think it's supposed to be ready by 2027, which means they're going to have to get busy. Now, I'm a little confused by the metal put up over the windows. And the house across the road has power, and it looks like they've just undergone recent renovations. So I don't know if they're planning to fix it up and use it as an office or something. I really don't think so. I think maybe someone had just decided to do work on their house, their dream project, and power's not working. And I don't know, maybe they just were offered money and they walked away with piles of money. Now, this is one of those places where I'm expecting someone to pull up anytime. I have to give some thanks to one of my Facebook followers who told me about this place. And apparently the people moved out just yesterday. So this is a 0-day-old abandonment. I'm probably the first one here. And I'm sure many more will follow. But that's okay, because it's all about sharing. I haven't been upstairs yet. Like I say, I'm expecting someone to almost pull in at any moment. Especially if they just moved out yesterday. What if they forgot something and they had to come back? Oh, it's hot up here. Now, for those of you who don't know what this is, and there might be some of you, this is a TV antenna. You hook the two terminals up to screws at the back of your television, you adjusted the aerial, and you picked up channels that way. Very old school. Very old school. Agatha Christie. All right, I'm going to take a few shots and we'll resume the video in a moment. All right, through the magic of video editing, that just took a moment. So, yeah, I imagine that this house is going to be torn down. I'm not sure why they purchased property on both sides of the street, because you would figure if you're going to build a battery factory, you're only going to have it on one side of the road. You're not going to have it on two sides. But who knows? They took everything when they left. There's very little left behind. Kyle Mills. So that was probably the name of the family. Cindy, Pat, Kaylee, Cobb. Cobb looks like he was probably a pet. And then the obligatory F. Trudeau. I don't know, I don't really dislike him. So this is really the extent of the house. You've got the main floor, the basement, and the very small upstairs portion. Let's go take a look outside. All right, so we are now outside at the outbuildings. And if you were to go on Google aerial view, you could easily find this, knowing that it has outbuildings, knowing that it's in a town, and that town is going to be the site of a electrical vehicle battery plant. Hint, hint. So you should be able to find it very easily. It puzzles me as to why they put up fresh plywood here, like they were in the midst of making a new addition, only to just walk away from it. The only thing I can think of is that they were in the middle of building a new addition to the house at the time that the developer of the EV plant said, hey, we're going to give you a load of money. We're going to give you loads of money if you give us the land. So that's the only thing I can think of. It's kind of hot today. It's about 24 degrees. I decided to come out and visit family. Ooh, that sounds a little eerie. We have ghosts. Ghosts in the machine. But it's just the wind. As I said, the people who lived here moved out just yesterday. So if they forgot something, there's a strong possibility that they could be back. Hopefully not while I'm here. See, the plywood is fresh. They've got a new wall that they were putting up. The wiring hasn't been connected yet. They were in the middle of doing plumbing, and they just walked away from it all.